Tokenization. Tokenizing. Message scrambling. There's probably a few different underground terms which refer to this concept, and it surfaced about, first time I saw it was probably somewhere in the early 2000s, 2003, 2004. What is it? It's the implementation of scrambling a message so that it appears to be random at every single time that is sent. That's actually not the case every single time. It largely depends on how well you scramble the message, and I'm going to show you how you do that in a second. And the idea behind it, first of all, it's considered a black hat technique from the get-go, because you're manipulating the content, I guess, and it serves to assist in inboxing, because if Gmail, for example, receives 20,000 of the same emails over and over and over and over again, then, and some have reported the message as spam, then subsequent emails with the same message or link, because you can tokenize your link or rotate your link, they'll all get flagged. So the idea behind it is, if you can scramble your message and scramble your link, then it gives the appearance of being random or unique. Unique is the appropriate word. So let's look at a typical message that you would receive as a spam message. Hi, my name is Cheryl. I think you're really hot. I was wondering if you'd like to get together sometime. You can hit me up here, and here's my affiliate link. Same message over and over and over. What tokenization does is gives us the capacity or ability to scramble it, like I said. So let's focus on the very first word, and you can see I've got it in bold there. Hi. What else could we say with hi? Well, we could say hi, hello. Or we could say hi with a capital I. Hey, hello. What's going on? Limited by your imagination. You can do it in any which way possible. Now let's look at these funny characters here going around these potential, this first bit of text here. So we've essentially got one of these squiggly lines and then a line. You know, I don't even know the correct terminology. So what I've done is I've outlined where they are on the keyboard. Now, this may not be the specific position it is on yours, but at least you'll be able to know exactly what the keys look like. And in this case, they're both uppercase. And what I mean by that is you actually have to hit the shift button there. So generally speaking, the squiggly lines or the bracket lines, which you can see here pointed with this arrow, it's actually the one beside it as well. I'm going to point with my mouse as I zoom out. So if we can see, this one is the start, and this one, if you can see I'm moving my mouse around, is the ending piece, right beside the start. And after every instance of a word, you're going to want to include this bracket here, or this line here, and that is basically acts as a separator between each word that you have. And this is pretty ubiquitous or common with most scramblers. So DP, actually Mailer King has got it from my ad tools. Gmail Inferno has this. It's a pretty common thing with black hat mailers, and this system of how to scramble it is pretty common. Most mailers, when they give the option of scrambling or tokenizing, will do it in this specific format. You've got the the first bracket followed by your first word, the line is a separator, second word, line is a separator, third word, line is a separator, final word, and then ending bracket. So let's scramble this message up a bit. You can easily find large lists of names online, and I recommend that you use them. So in this case here, I just threw in a few different names: Cheryl, Jen, Lisa, Barb, Sunshine, Amanda. Same format: opening bracket, separator, subsequent names, separators, closing bracket. So you can see here we've already scrambled this message a little bit so that it has the appearance of being random, but this is nowhere near where you want to be. This, similar to the, working on using some psychological techniques in shaping your message, along with PCT formula, shaping your message is a piece of art in itself. And you really need to test it too. So I'm going to give you a sample script with this that you can throw into your server so you can play with tokenization to see what it looks like. So at the second part of the message here, I've got, I think you're really hot, I think you're cute, you are gorgeous, you are lovely, etc., etc. Fine, beautiful phrases. I was wondering if you would like to, would you like to, just curious if you wanted to. Get together sometime, connect with each other. And this is actually a good, there's a mess up here, and I want to point that out too, because this, I don't think of it, there's been a time where I've created a tokenized message where if you scramble it enough times, you're going to come up with improper grammar skills or errors. So in this case here, you can see get together sometime, space, and there's a space after it. Connect sometime online, and I'm not too sure how I've got that connected on the final scrambled message. But if you look at the last phrase compared to the first one, there is a space on the first one, and there is not one on the last one. Connect with each other, no space. So that's going to affect how the final message looks like. You can hit me up here. You can find me here, reach me here, no space, again. So the first one I've got is space, and the latter three, it looks like I don't. Get in touch with me here. Scramble, scramble, scramble. So this is kind of what your final message is going to look like when you're tokenizing. If you're spamming or sending out if you're doing any sort of black hat email, bulk mailing, we'll call it, then tokenizing is key. So over here I've got a typical scrambling script, and this is the file that's included with this particular video. And basically what this does is it accepts a message here, and it strips apart the message. I've got a few functions here that strips apart the message based on the brackets and offers you a sample of the scrambled results, or echoes out the scrambled results. So what you can do with this file is simply open up your FTP account and drag and drop it. Literally grab it from one screen and drag it into this window here when you open up your FTP client. This is, of course, assuming you're using FileZilla, which I believe I go through an installation process with at the beginning of Innerspire. There's nothing extravagant or special about this particular script, but it gives you an idea of what your final message is going to look like. And this assumes too that you are going to have a mailer with this. And as far as I'm concerned, don't even bother using a mailer that does not have this capability. So let's go ahead and paste our original message here that we created. I'm going to have to blur that out. And, okay. So we'll zoom out. We'll click Submit. And you can see here, hi, my name is Sunshine. I think you're really hot. I was wondering if you'd like to connect sometime online. Reach me at my affiliate link. We'll do it again. And we got the same first and second queries. Hi, my name is Sunshine. So that's why it's really important to use as many different variables as you can. Hi, my name is Sunshine. You are gorgeous. Just curious if you want to connect sometime online. Get in touch with me here. Hi, my name is Barb. You are lovely. I was wondering if you would like to connect with each other. If you would like to connect with each other. This is why it's important to do these tests, because you will find grammar errors, and it will take tweaking to do. Hey, my name is Jen. I think you're really hot. Just curious if you wanted to connect with each other. You can hit me up here. Hi, my name is Sunshine. The script has got a thing for the name Sunshine. You're lovely. Just curious. If you hit this over and over and over, you'll see that we get variations of our scrambled message. And that's basically what tokenization is. And again, when you have this random feel to your messages, what you'll find is that you'll have better inboxing success, because it becomes more difficult to detect. The other key component to this is tokenizing your affiliate link, because if you do have the same link over and over and over, then that's going to raise a red flag too. And if we're looking at black hat techniques for mailing, not only do you want to scramble your message, but you also want to scramble your affiliate link. I'm going to talk about scrambling your link in another video, and talk about shortcuts that you can use, web redirects like tiny URL and things like that. So go ahead, try the script, and when you do scramble your message through, or create your message through some sort of mailer, plug this script on your server, and this is a quick and easy way to verify you've got good grammar skills, and look at the results before you start mailing.